Well, greetings and welcome to sunny Teignmouth. I'm under a tree, I've got my factor 50 on. I'm a year older today. Thank you for all your birthday wishes, much appreciated. Made an old man feel very happy. I'm drawing on the wisdoms of Milton Jones again, because wow, each one he writes just staggers me and gets my brain thinking, which is what sermons are all about. So I'm now going to attempt to offend all of my Cornish friends, and don't forget I did live in Cornwall for several years, but we're looking at Christianity. So I'm not criticising Cornwall for Christianity because John Wesley was down there. It's created a whole Methodist movement in Cornwall and it's still going strong today. Blessings like Steve Wild, who's the superintendent minister there, and all of the team down there. So no, I'm not dissing the Christianity of Cornwall, but Milton Jones says Christianity is like a Cornish pasty. There's something in it, but sometimes it's difficult to find out what it is exactly. You see, I didn't mention about the jam and cream on a scone at all. Christianity, says, is like knitting. Basically good, but appears to be responsible for a lot of bad things. And I must admit, I've never ever tried to knit, because it looks all far too complicated. And yes, I have seen some of the products in charity shops of those that haven't quite got the hang of it really. Some people, and I suppose this fits in with COVID as well, think that Christianity is like a mosquito, that if you're infected you could turn into a gibbering wreck or be harmed by it. But what about being a Christian? You know, is that just trying to be like Jesus, to mimic Jesus on your own? Well, Milton wisely tells us that you might just as well be an Elvis impersonator. And of course there are lots of Jesus impersonators. Sadly, most of us are still only part-time. Actually getting a grasp of what Jesus told us to do to proclaim the good news is a full-time job, because we've got to live it, do it, be it for him. And sadly, Christianity has done a lot of harm in the world, but it's only in the same way that some men who wear certain football kits get into trouble. It doesn't mean they're actually part of the team. And I think it's easier for us to all criticise different faiths without understanding and not knowing who the true believers are. But that's another subject. But for today, Christianity is this umbrella term, being a Christ follower. Is that what you're doing today? If you're a part-timer, put in the application to send in a prayer and say, Lord, I want to be full-time, please, starting now. God bless.